dive into a life lesson or anything, but it's just funny how things work out. I told honestly Q the other day before practice, you know, obviously they've had to deal with a lot of adversity in their 4 years here, and what better way to go out in your senior night than having to try to beat the #1 team in the country? I mean, it's kind of funny how things work out, but you know, I could stand up here for an hour talking about how much these guys have contributed to this program, how great of people they are, how well they've handled a lot of stuff that they had absolutely nothing to do with, and how they've just taken it in stride and not complained about it. And you know, I hope not only our fan base, but I hope everybody everywhere who has followed us can appreciate the way they've handled things and the job they've done for this program, because they've meant a lot. They've won a ton of games. You know, Quentin has basically started every game since the middle of his freshman year, and Honest obviously has played a pretty significant role in a lot of games for us as well. And you know, it really is. Tomorrow is always about the seniors, but tomorrow really needs to be special for these guys because they deserve it. You know, they really do. And you know, hopefully, with that being said, we can finish it off in style by trying to beat the #1 team in the country. And it's going to be a tall task, but I know they're excited about it, and I know our team is as well.
Were you able to take that game in Charlottesville almost down to the wire? What, besides shooting 60% for the second half?
You know, we did a good job of trying to keep the ball moving against them. You don't want to have what you call a dead catch, where say you catch the ball in the perimeter, all of a sudden you don't do anything. And what I mean by that is you don't throw it in the post, you don't shoot it, or you don't drive. You know, you just stand there and hold it. That's the worst thing you can do against them. You got to keep the ball moving. You got to keep the players moving and try to make them work. And you know, we had some tough shots. I mean, there's no question. And Ryan hit a couple really deep threes that, you know, if those don't go in, it's probably a different game. But you know, they also hit some tough shots as well. But the biggest takeaway from that game is we just have to try to do a better job on defense. I mean, they shot, I think, 54% and I think made 9 threes. So we have to try to come out tomorrow and really defend.
At the same time, David, do you think your kids got some confidence for, you know, giving them everything they wanted at their place for most of the game?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I think it goes to show that we can play with them if we play well. That's the key. I mean, it's, you know, this team is 8-0 on the road in the best league in the country. That is, I can't even comprehend that. I mean, just to go this far, and tomorrow will be March 1st, and they haven't lost a road game yet. I mean, that's unbelievable. And they're the #1 team in the country for a reason. But with that being said, I mean, I think our guys saw that, you know, we had some things we did that were successful, and obviously we'll expect them to maybe make some adjustments. But, you know, we just got to come out and just play really, really hard and try to play really, really well on both ends of the court for 40 minutes.
You know, most of the season, you've kind of talked about it's every day, it's the next practice. You know, that's kind of how you guys have approached the season, just given all the circumstances. But as the season comes winding down, you mentioned, I think after last week's game against Duke, your backs were against the wall. Have you wrote down or looked at bracketology or anything about what you guys need to do to make sure that?
I haven't, you know, I haven't looked at bracketology to answer your question. We've talked about it. We talked about what we feel like we need to do. You know, obviously beating the #1 team in the country would be a pretty good boost. But, you know, we're not saying, okay, we absolutely have to win these 2 games. We want to win these 2 games because they're the next 2 games. I mean, that's why we play sports, because we want to try to win. So we want to try to win tomorrow night. As soon as tomorrow night's over, we got to get our focus to Saturday against NC State. So we're just trying to keep approaching it that 1 game at a time. You know, the scenario game is too hard to tell. I think there's too much that can happen, not only this week, but next week with conference tournaments. It's so hard to say. So you don't want to get into saying, okay, well, we definitely have to do this to make the tournament, or we have to do that. You know, you can't get into that. So we just got to focus on trying to beat Virginia tomorrow night.
How do you view the importance of a double bye, Dave? Is it really?
Well, it hasn't worked out very well for us the last 2 times we had one. So, you know, it's like I said, there's. I don't think anybody probably would have expected Miami to go in last night, beat North Carolina. I don't think anybody would have expected, you know, maybe NC State to beat Florida State the way they did the other night so handily. You know, there's so much that's going to be played out here between now and Saturday when all these games are done. And you know, obviously you want to have a double bye because that means it's 1 less game that you would have to play to try to win the ACC tournament. Now, you know, mathematically speaking, I don't even know if it's still possible for us to get a double bye, but you know, you want to try to just win these next 2 games to just try to win them, and whatever help you may or may not need from other teams here and there. I mean, we really can't get into all that. We can't say, okay, well, we need so and so to win or so and so to lose. You know, you got to take care of yourself first and foremost, and then, you know, whatever happens, wherever the pieces fall after that, so be it.
One more from David.
Were you go with the same lineup, do you think? Will Dwayne start again, or what's your feeling?
No, I'm gonna start Honest tomorrow, not only because he's a senior, but because, he deserves it. Virginia Tech was a little different just because they were smaller, quicker, and we needed a little bit more quickness around the ball. And, that being said, we'll probably have that lineup in with Dwayne playing power forward at times tomorrow night, but, we'll start Honest and Ray together, and, hopefully we get off to a good start.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.